Good morning, Chatham County. Gene Gallen here with the Chatham Journal, Chatham Chatlist. It is Monday, August 18th, 2025. The weather outside is looking good. Unfortunately, our friends on the coast may have some high winds and high water coming their way due to the hurricane off the coast. Anyway, the Chatham Chatlist went out earlier to about 6,700 members, and we're going to give you a quick roundup of some of the things that are on there. If you want to see specifics, you need to sign up, and that's fairly easy. All you do is send an email to chatlist@bellsouth.net. That's chatlist, that's CHATLIST at bellsouth.net. Yes, we've been around that long. So let's just touch on some of the things. Something that happened to hit a nerve with everybody is when everybody's favorite Chatham Chatlist member, Buku, noted about how he was having mail delivery problems going on to his mailbox. And again, there's other folks that responded today saying, hey, I've had a similar type of problem. Teresa went ahead and said, hey, I suggest you reach out to our North Carolina U.S. senators. Your call can be answered by an office staff member or voicemail. So there's a suggestion to how to help solve that solution. There's another one from Mary Beth who wrote, I feel your pain. I put mail in my box and it's that for day, and it's when it's finally picked up they have mail for me. So she's got concerns getting emails, getting U.S. mail. Reminder, we've got a fish fry fundraiser coming up August 30th at Mount Gilead Church. That's a couple of weeks from now, so be on the lookout for that if you're in the mood for some fish fry. Reminder, Wake Up Wednesday is this Wednesday. That's at the Carolina Brewery in Pittsboro. It runs from 8 a.m. to 9:30. Usually about 50, 60 businesses and nonprofits show up. I've been to it several times. Definitely worthwhile to go in there. They took things kind of slowed down during the summer, but again, school's just around the corner. We'll have more information on that later on in this podcast. The fee is $7 to go to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it, but if I can, we'll see you out there. Pawpaw Palooza is coming to the plant in Pittsboro. That's August 31st, 12 to 6 p.m. Fearrington Artist Open Studio Tours coming up. That's happening Saturday and Sunday, October 12th. Our buddy Forrest Greenslade had to get that out, giving you plenty of time to get ready for that. For those of you who are interested, there's open mic at the plant on August 20th. That's in a couple of days. So that's also coming up. Pittsboro Sculpture Celebration is coming up at the plant as well. Old Ceremony is the band that's playing at Bynum Front Porch this Friday. So if you want to hear some music, feel free to get out there. A great venue. And the other thing too is if it rains, no worries, you can all go inside of the venue so you won't get rained out. All right, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that's going on. The Wren's Library Mornings Book Club, second Friday of each month at 10:30 a.m. They're going to be discussing lessons in chemistry, so that's going on with that. One of my favorite pharmacists, 501 Pharmacy, those guys are always out putting out content on that, and we went ahead and yes, they do have a dancing pharmacist there. Great bunch of folks out there, so you can go check them out. But they do post, and the thing is, if you visit our Chatham Chatlist Facebook page, we have a tendency to go in there about 3 times a day, morning, then lunchtime, and in the evening, and repost what we find other folks are doing. Just a way to be a community. Look, our goal is to become the largest news aggregator in Chatham County. If we aren't there yet, we will be there. Bad news for those of you who like using the Knight Farm Community Park. The splash pad is closed until further notice. That seems to be, unfortunately, a consistent thing that happens on and off. They get closed down temporarily. Ray's Supermarket, another favorite place. Look, man, if you want to step back in time and get some interesting vibes, you need to stop by there. But Kevin's out there making homemade chili recipe. And as he said, it turned out pretty good. That's P-U-R-T-Y, good. As always, our folks at the Chatham Historical Museum are posting up information. We did have a bunch of tobacco growers here in Northeast Chatham, and they've got some pictures included. The Northwood High School PTSA are running the charge up this year, and they have a fantastic program for rising freshmen. So the school's getting back to close to start. I think the teachers went back today, first day of getting prepped for when students show up. Downtown Cafe, what are they offering up? Today's special is a Reuben corned beef or turkey sandwich with a side. So you can go check those out if you get an inkling. There's an open house at Margaret Pollard Middle School on Wednesday. 6th grade is from 4 to 5. 7th and 8th grade is from 5:45 to 7. So as I said, school year is just about here. The other thing, Chatham Grove Elementary School, is they've gotten two brand new cozy cocoons to the Chatham Grove playground. I've got a picture of it. I'm not quite sure how it works out, but I guess you can just, if you're cozy in the cocoon, you can check it out. It looks kid size, so if you're an adult, maybe not. Again, we're going to keep an eye on, because a lot of folks here in Chatham County have family, friends out on the Outer Banks on the coast, or have gone out there, and again, the Erin is pushing a lot of water, so we'll keep an eye on that. Also on the Chatham Chatlist and Chatham Journal Facebook posts page, we posted a couple of images from 2023 when players from Chatham Central, Jordan Matthews, Northwood, and Seaforth high school football teams gathered for a group shot. That's one of the first media days. We had one last week at Northwood High School. And speaking which, we had the Jack Shaner football jamboree at Northwood on Friday. Chatham Central was there. Northwood, of course, was there, and 6 other schools. It was fun. We've got some videos already posted on YouTube. We'll talk about that in a little bit, and we will have pictures. Look, we're running behind. A whole bunch of stuff was going on this weekend, including Friday. Disgustingly fun ice cream eating contest down at Havoc. It was part of the Pittsboro Finally Friday celebration. Kids went at it, adults went at it. They wolfed down that ice cream. But we've got videos of that out on our YouTube channel, which we'll get to a little bit later in this podcast. A lot of stuff going on this Monday. A lot of stuff went on this weekend. 10-day forecast I'm seeing here is, let's see, today a high of 91, low of 72. Tomorrow 86, high 86. Erin is east on the new coast. Let's see what Friday looks like. Friday looks like an 83 high, a low of 69, and a 30% chance of rain. So we're hoping the rain holds off, because we will have some more football coming up this Friday. Let's see what else is going on. Bonley Baptist Church has got some announcements. Their Bible studies on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Bonley Youth meets Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and that's 6th to 12th grade. So that stuff is going on. Northwood Athletics has got their schedule out for this week. They've got volleyball, Southern Lee's coming in this Monday. Then they've got playing soccer at 6 p.m. I'll probably be out at the volleyball game and get some pictures of that. Then the big one, Seaforth versus Northwood at Northwood in volleyball, 6 p.m. varsity, 5 p.m. JV on Wednesday. Let's see what else we got. Football. Northwood is going to Harnett Central for 7 p.m. game. We talked about temperatures. The Bears, let's see what the Bears schedule is. They've got varsity volleyball versus Eastern Randolph today at 6 p.m. And on Friday, they're going to be playing football at Graham at 7 p.m. Last year, that game was pretty interesting. They were ahead for most of the game, and then it got tight towards the end of the game, and they lost that one. So hopefully this year the Bears will do better. I know Coach Darren's excited about the potential for this year's team, and we wish them the best of luck. Also managed to go out and cover the Meet the Pack Day at NC State Carter Finley Stadium, and ran into former Northwood student athlete Gus Ritchie out there. He's ready for that first game, that Thursday night game where NC State will be hosting ECU, and that one should be fun. We got the three guys from Pittsboro after a summer hiatus. We met again for lunch on Friday, and we will have videos up, but we'll also I'll write up a few stories. Wrote up the first one. I've got to apologize. That first video, videos are broken up into three parts. We don't do videos of us eating because it's disgusting. But I will say that the videos for the second and third segment were, well, there was a disconnect on the wireless mic for the first segment, so there's a lot of noise, and I apologize for that. Again, I'll make sure next time to double check to make sure everything's going fine. And then let's see what else we've got. There's a songwriting open mic on the 17th, and that's happening at the plant at BMC Brewing tomorrow. Let's see, August. No, that was yesterday. Oh my gosh, I got my stuff. Yeah, that's 2 p.m. until everybody plays original songs only, no backing tracks, no full drum kits, small groups only. So that's out there if you want to test things out. And I think that kind of wraps it up as to what we've got out there on the Chatham Journal Facebook page. Let's see what we've got out there. Actually, we'll go to the Chatham Journal website. Let's see what our trending stories are this morning. We've got a plug-in that looks over the last 48 hours and can tell us what the trending stories are. Number one trending story this morning, UNC Tar Heels announced their 25-26 men's basketball roster. Reminder, Jaron Stevenson, who played at Seaforth, actually played at Northwood, then played at Seaforth, is on the UNC team this year. Where's my mail? The Pittsboro Post Office questionable practices. We ran Mr. Nabuku's Chatlist post as an article, and that's garnered a lot of reads. Salson storytelling, three guys from Pittsboro having lunch at Ave Toro. Rising to the challenge, Coach Carter's vision for Jordan Matthews' football team, and folks are still looking at the Ramseur man who was charged with attempted murder following a stabbing incident. That's the top 5 trending stories this morning on the Chatham Journal website. What we're going to also touch on is I'm going to touch on what's going on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, go to youtube.com/GeneFoto. That's GeneFoto. Videos that we've got posted up there. We've got Chatham Central football and offense from the Jack Shaner Jamboree. Pittsboro Feed. Oh, we're going to have a story on this coming up. It's going to be a 2-part series, 2-part story. Pittsboro Feed is expanding. So what we did, we started off the first segment of the video where we went into their storefront that they have right now, talked about what they're going to do with that store, and then we talked about second video is where we actually go over to their new location, which was the old car dealership that they've expanded, and there's going to be a huge amount of space in that new storefront. 3 guys from Pittsboro having lunch. We've got 3 videos of that. And then, as I mentioned early on, we had the ice cream eating contests at Finally Friday in Pittsboro on the Havoc Brewery patio. And you can go on and take a look at that as well. See how that went and see how that went well. Also, last week we had Chatham in Chatham volleyball. We had Seaforth versus Northwood at Seaforth volleyball. Seaforth won that game 3-0. We've got all 3 matches up on YouTube, so you can check those out as well. And that kind of pretty much wraps it up for today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Again, feel free to leave a comment as to how we can improve, what we need to add, and let us know. So anyway, just have a fantastic Monday, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, Tuesday. Bye.